The most significant XRP Ripple video ever is this one. There has been a leak of confidential information. The world's wealthiest corporation, Blackrock, intends to raise the price of XRP. Doesn't it sound crazy? However, everything is possible in our crazy society. Crypto experts could hardly overlook such a bullish indication. According to Forbes, XRP Ripple's price may hit $60,000. Quite awesome, isn't it? Watch this video through to the end. Let's get right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer. The XRP Ripple coin is back in the spotlight, and the financial world is a flurry of activity. Not due to a court case or a tweet storm this time, however, because to a significant action taken by Blackrock, the biggest asset manager in the world. Blackrock has applied to tokenize a $150 billion, 0 cents money market fund. Although this may sound like dry finance jargon, we are introducing a blockchain-based digital share class. It's not at all. This is among the most obvious indications to date that Wall Street is no longer only dabbling in cryptocurrency. It is preparing for a headlong plunge, and the asset that might be lurking beneath the surface is XRP. Quote, Cointelegraph claims that Blackrock's application discloses intentions to create mirror ownership of fund shares on the blockchain. Using distributed ledger technology, this implies that the digital twin of their enormous fund's shares, something that resides on internet yet replicates real-world assets, would exist. It is quicker, more transparent, and has the potential to provide individuals worldwide access to institutional-grade products. Blockchain is the present, not the future, as Blackrock is essentially stating. This is not simply wonderful news for holders of XRP, it has the ability to revolutionize the game. The filing didn't specifically include XRP, but it doesn't have to. The XRP community is fully aware of the potential implications of this. The company that created XRP, Ripple, has been discreetly constructing the infrastructure for tokenized assets and digital currencies issued by central banks for years. Projects across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe are already utilizing their technology. They are deploying, not experimenting. There is no better time than now. The environment is fully set for institutional participation now that the SEC lawsuit has been mostly settled and XRP is no longer subject to regulatory scrutiny. The neighborhood senses it. Influencers like Cade and XRP are blogging, and everyone is talking about Blackrock while they wait for the big payout. Rick fueled the heat, while Aminex mimicked the sensation with a brief but potent Blackrock approaching. Prior to Blackrock's announcement, purchase XRP, there's more conviction behind those tweets. One based on XRP's effectiveness as a bridge currency, Ripple's strategic posture, and an increasing perception that Blackrock's entry into the blockchain could be the spark. Though strong, the rumors are not unfounded. Blackrock requires a quick, scalable, and impartial blockchain if it is serious about tokenizing real-world assets. More than any other asset on the market, XRP meets that description. Consider an ETF as a vending machine that sells bundles of investments to get a sense of the possible impact. You get an entire six-pack instead of just one drink. Putting XRP in such vending machine would be analogous to an ETF based on XRP, making it simpler than ever for investors to obtain exposure without having to deal with secret wallets or cryptocurrency exchanges, whether they are hedge funds or your neighbor with a retirement plan. Accessibility like that might increase demand dramatically. But pricing isn't the only consideration here. This has to do with validation. Blackrock's support of XRP would rank among the strongest institutional endorsements in cryptocurrency history, not only for the coin but also for the goal Ripple has been pursuing for more than 10 years. Worldwide liquidity without boundaries, settlements in real time. In a matter of seconds, tokenized assets go over the globe. There is more than simply chatter surrounding Blackrock's submission. It offers a look at a future that seems more imminent than ever, and XRP is now one among the most likely contenders to lead this new financial frontier, after being marginalized by legal disputes and regulatory uncertainty. Crazy, huh? But wait, this is only the start. Because what's about to happen has the potential to totally change the course of XRP. Crypto experts are speculating about a possible price spike. Furthermore, according to sources, this Blackrock move is just the beginning. Don't believe that XRP has outlived its usefulness. You might not believe what's going to happen. Thus, the XRP story is developing more quickly than anyone anticipated, and what we're seeing right now could be the beginning of one of the most combustible tales in the history of cryptocurrency. There is a buzz in the community. There are a lot of tweets. There is a sense of possibilities in the air. Ammononyx asserts with confidence that the XRP market is poised to explode. According to Steph, you're a true legend if you're still holding. However, the conversation is no longer limited to Christians alone. Forbes, executives, and analysts are all making audacious predictions. According to a tweet that is almost too crazy to be true, XRP will reach $60,000 in a matter of weeks. I have some inside information about XRP and it's going to take off, says another Trump parody account. That reflects the same sentiment that is reverberating throughout the market. Whether it is satire or serious, there's a major deal in the works. Armando Pantoja is another person who has made the audacious prediction that XRP will reach $100 before the end of 2025. Even though that amount might appear absurd, there is some strategic justification behind it. During the launch of his Ask Matty podcast, CryptoGuard's COO Matthew Brennan focused this discussion. Brennan is not merely speculating about figures. His portfolio is a reflection of his actions. He has been dollar cost averaging since 2020, with half of his cryptocurrency holdings in XRP, placing significant bets on what he believes to be the long-term worth of XRP in the global financial system. He envisions a two-phase opportunity. A first, when XRP increases during the bull market of 2024 and 2025, and a second, much larger, one that is driven by real-world use during the next 10 years. He's not by himself either. Another expert, whose name is often mentioned on CryptoX, has openly declared that he will hold off on selling until XRP reaches $333.00. These aren't just any numbers. They are based on the idea that XRP is the preferred asset for tokenizing global liquidity due to its neutral status as a bridge currency and Ripple's technology. To put these figures into context, XRP would have gained 4 to 286% if its value increased to $100.00 from its current level. It would take a 43,760% explosion to reach $1.00. Calculably, it's reasonable